Alright, hello everybody, Skyrain here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. Alright, now, it is the start of a new week. What's that mean? We're going to test the theory yet again here. Now, I heard multiple things on this so far, and what I am talking about is the event of the Winds of Fortune with the double drops, which is still ongoing until the 5th, so try to make the most of this as you can. It's only got a few days left on it. And I say that for everybody, new and old, because we are getting a double drop in the normal gem category. That is probably the most important thing for everybody to get. Honestly, this should have started scaling over time for how far we are into the game. My personal opinion. In general, not just for an event for this to happen. Normal gems take forever once we get to a certain point to level up, the same way as the legendary gems. But anyway, alright, so here, normal gems, it's already saying that I'm at 51%, which is kind of bothersome. Now, that might be from the combination of last week as well, still into this tally, because the legendary equipment double drop has already been capped out since last week, and that capped out early. So I think this is a accumulation of everything. So anyway, we're still going to look at this as a baseline, all right? So fortunately, yeah, I haven't capped my normal gems, so I'm still going to get the double drops. If this would have been any higher, perhaps maybe it would have stopped earlier. But looks like I still have a fair amount of time because this has not gone up that fast. But we're going to look at this as a baseline, okay? So we got 57.1%. I've heard multiple things where you can actually get double gems to drop. It doesn't show at the end of your list in the erebban runs, and it does not affect your amount percentage here. This does not go up either, so that's kind of a win-win. We're going to test it out here. I'm not going to show the whole run, but I will show this all from baseline to kind of establish everything here. So again, normal gems for me currently is 57.1%. all right, we're going to check that later once we get done with the run. Also, I have screenshotted this myself, but I'm going to go ahead and show this at the start of the video so we can see where we're at. Where's it? There we go. Okay. So I combined all the gems I currently had into down as much as I could. All the stacks of 3. So here we are. This is my list here. I also have it saved as another image over here. You can see there it is. Okay. So when I get done with the next run, ideally what should happen is I should see, of course, you know, obviously higher numbers than all these, and they'll be highlighted because they'll be new. Because I don't know if they'll actually show at the end of the Castle Erebban run here in the bottom list, because it tends to be a long list with this double drop on the gear, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get double gear drops right now. Let me check real quick. I might have capped that out, so that might not be as cluttered as it was. Let's see here. Equipment, 100% on equipment. So I've already got the double drop in equipment, so that should not be as bad. But the last time, the gems did not double and they did not show. So we'll find out if this applies or not. We did everything possible to give a proper baseline here. We're going to run the test. I'll be back. Oh yes, and one more thing before I get started here. I did not establish this in the baseline as well. So I am in a Castle Erebban currently. I haven't opened the door yet. I'm not touching that. Okay, let me go to activities. I meant to show this as well at the start before I get going here. This is the other reason I wanted to do this first thing, no matter what, over everything else. I have not done a single layer or anything prior, so we are sitting at 0 and 0 on our gems here. So that's why I'm doing this right now and testing it. Alright. Alright. So unfortunately, I ended up getting caught on that one. It was a weird occurrence. They literally teleported Diablo on top of my face. And yeah, so anyway, it said escape failed, but I got a significant amount of gems. So we're going to go ahead and look at this. I really wanted to have a successful run, but nonetheless, I still got a bunch of gems, and I also have bestiary orbs to claim. But anyway, let's go ahead and look here. Again, let's go ahead and bring up the old baseline. And let's look at the new. Scroll this up here. Okay. Let me see here. It's gonna be very interesting. Alright, so here's the side-by-side. Okay, this is very interesting. As we can see the side-by-side, let's go ahead and try to line this up to match the image. Okay. So, this here, this row is going to be the same, this row's the same, this row's the same, obviously this row's the same. All the combined ones are going to be the same. Now we move on basically to look at the last two rows here. The new should be highlighted, but they're not. Because as you can see here, where's it at? The bottom row on the saved image from the original image, the baseline image. The sellable rubies. There's one sellable ruby. Now I have 7. So I got 6 while I was in there in that run that were the sellable rubies. So I got 6 more since the previous. Okay, so there's those 2 there. Moving on to the next one, that's the same. Now here's what's new because now I have 2 non-sellable citrons that I didn't have before. So that's new. I also have, oh no, okay, hang on. And then this is the same. This is the same as the other one. That one's the same. And now I have 2 blue sapphires that are new, non-sellable. That's new. This is the same. And these are new as well because they're non-sellable and they weren't in the list. So I got 6 total, I think, of the non-sellable or 6 sellable when I was in there in that run. It was a failed run, so I think I only made out with 6. I did all the level 8 chests, but it was a failed run, so it tacked me down to 6. So I'm not exactly seeing the double as a result here. However, I did get 6 of the sellable or non-sellable gems as well on top of it. So I still got the 6 and 6 for a failed run, but I didn't get 12. So I'm not seeing any extras still, unfortunately, from this excursion. So now the next thing the only other thing we can do now is to check the codex to see the, well, actually I don't even have to do that. Let me just click on here. What do we got? Now this one says, I have obtained 3 bound and 3 unbound. Okay. So technically, I guess it is working. Because I got 6 of each. It was a failed run, I got 6 of each. However, in here it says I only got 3 of each. So in all technicality, I guess it's working? Question mark? I really don't like how this tracks. Now, let's go ahead and look at one last thing here. Is this part. I am still at the normal gems of 57.1%. I think this is only really... Actually, no, it was affected by the weekly gem collection. But, obviously, it is not affected by these runs. Oh, I still have that up. Hang on a minute. Yep, there we go. But yeah, I still have the same amount here as I did before I went in. I did 1 run. That percentage at least should have gone up in the tenth of a percentage some way, somehow, for the 3 and 3 I got. At the very least. But it didn't. So that didn't change. That didn't change. We're still sitting at 3 bound, 3 unbound, and I ended up getting 6 of each when I was in there on that run. So I guess we'll take that as a win, I think. It's very, very tricky to kind of work around. Now I know for a fact also, and I wanted to make this point if I haven't already in a previous video, but depending on what order I put them out, because I have recorded a few things and I've been wanting to release them gradually here. But the party gems are definitely doubled, and those ones actually will count, I think, towards your gem tally. So try to get as many as you can still while that's going on. You will get, in a party of 4 running dungeons, you will get your daily. Instead of 12, you will get 24. That is definitely confirmed. So yeah, this was kind of harder to track. So last week when I did it, I wasn't sure because that event started after the week was already halfway over. So that made it very difficult to track properly. But in this case, I think now that I've established a true baseline before I started any of this. Again, I really wish I would have not gotten caught like that, but they literally teleported Diablo directly on top of me, and it was an instant wipe. So that was just dirty RNG, even for that mechanic, which is sad, but yeah. So I got 3 and 3 here showing, and I ended up getting, as you've seen in the result, again one more time, I ended up getting 6 and 6 instead. Bring up the baseline picture one more time, as you can see here, which the bottom 2 rows is what we're really looking at here. Yeah, so the sellable rubies turned into 1 to 7, so there was 6 there, and again we ended up getting 2 here that was new, 2 here that was new, and 2 here that was new. So there was 6 of the non-sellables, and it said I only got 3. So that's cool. It works here too, I guess. And it also does not affect your percentage here. It didn't change this at all. It did not change that at all. So take that for the advantage of what it is. I think I'm going to run this a few more times, and if anything changes, I'll add something else in. But other than that, I'm probably going to end it here. That has been established as best as I could and hashed out in detail over and over and over again. So anyway, until next time, everybody, stay safe out there in the real world, and fire as always, take care of yourselves as best you can, one day at a time. That's all we can do. And do the YouTube things for me, please. Please, please, please. Like, comment, subscribe, share. The comments, of course, will help with the algorithm to push this out further to help the channel. So help any way you can. I do appreciate all the support as always. So until next time, see ya.